Good morning and welcome to BOTB HQ in Parsons Green, South West London. My name is Christian Williams, a presenter here at BOTB, where we're here this morning to judge our latest dream car competition, which ran from the 30th of March to the 5th of April 2020. Just before I hand over to Alex, once again, massive congratulations to the winner of the dream car competition last week, Hussein Patel, winning the incredible Abarth 595 Competizione. Now, with the current situation as it is, all of our judges are going to be video calling in and performing their judging duty exactly as they would here in the office. I'm now going to pass over to Alex Evans from Onside Law, who will oversee the proceedings this morning.
Thank you, Christian. I'm Alex Evans from Onside Law, and I'll be overseeing the process of judging this morning. I can confirm that all the competition data has been sent to the auditors, Wilkins Kennedy. I'm now going to ask the judges to introduce themselves. First up, Matt Cannon.
Good morning. My name is Matt Cannon. I'm a senior county referee and active footballer.
Thanks, Matt. If you could now use the secure link provided and share your screen. If you could now select where you think the centre of the ball should be and click the submit button only once. Thanks, Matt. Please now talk us through your decision.
Two players in shot. Player in white, I think, is an attacking player, and the player in the purple behind him is, or mauve, is a defender. And the reason for this is you can see the corner of the goal, and the way they're positioned would suggest to me that maybe it's a corner or a free kick that's coming over. And the player in white, I think, is looking directly up to the ball, being jostled by the player behind, who I believe is the defender, and he's maybe going to flick the ball on. So I think his body language is he's putting his arms around the defender to sort of steady himself in the position, and he'll just jump up and then flick the ball on. And I've cross-referenced their eye lines, which are pretty good, I think, and put the centre of the ball where my cross is.
You can now click confirm, and we'll come back to you for the panel decision at the end. Next, it's Alain Goomer.
Good morning, my name is Alain Goomer. I'm an ex-professional footballer, having played for Paris Saint-Germain, Newcastle and Fulham.
If you could now select where you think the centre of the ball should be. Please now talk us through your decision.
Yeah, we've got two players in the shots, and we can see on the background here on the left-hand side, we've got the nets. So I presume the player on the right-hand side with the white shirt is a striker and is receiving the ball from the sides. It looks like he's going to either flick it or chest it and control it. He's looking quite steeply. You can see he's frowning, and you can see he's looking towards this direction. Player at the back, I think he's looking slightly above horizontally. Yeah, where basically where the two eye lines meet, this is where I put my cross.
You can now click confirm, and we'll come back to you for the panel decision at the end. Next, it's Andy Braithwaite.
Good morning, my name's Andy Braithwaite, and I'm a football referee, mentor and licensed observer.
If you could now select where you think the centre of the ball should be. Please now talk us through your decision.
Thanks, Alex. The way I look at this one, the ball, as I feel, is dropping in here. The guy in white, he's going to control the ball as it comes down, or he's waiting to control the ball. He's fending off the guy in the maroon behind him. The guy behind, in my opinion, cannot get to the ball. So it's literally just dropping out of the air. I feel he's going to obviously try and bring it down, or I don't think he's going to head the ball to me. He doesn't look like he's going to head it. Looks like the ball is going to drop. As far as he's concerned, he's going to have the ball under control. That's why I've placed the centre of my ball where I have there.
You can now click confirm, and we'll come back to you for the panel decision at the end. Next, it's Kieran Fitzgibbon.
Hi, my name is Kieran Fitzgibbon. I'm an ex-footballer and now a referee.
If you could now select where you think the centre of the ball should be. Please now talk us through your decision.
Okay, we've got two players in shot here. Player in white, I believe, is the attacking team. Player in maroon behind him is the defender. I think they're close to the defender's goal. I believe the ball is coming in probably from a throw-in by the way they're standing so close to each other. Player in white is looking above him. I think he's trying to back the player in maroon so that he can control the ball, possibly with the chest or with the lower part of his body. The player in maroon is trying not to give him any room. I think at the moment the ball, although it's got quite close to them, I don't think it's that close, because I think the player in white is not in a position to control the ball. There is a possibility that he may be looking to flip the ball on with a header, but I don't think so in the way that his body position is. It looks like he's looking to control the ball. That's why I placed the cross there, using the eye lines of both the defender and the attacker.
Great. Thanks, Kieran. You can now click confirm, and we'll come back to you for the panel decision at the end. Next, it's Rafael Headland.
Good morning. My name is Rafael Headland. I'm a qualified football referee. I've been refereeing since the age of 14. I currently referee in the Arthurian and the Harrow Sunday Challenge Leagues.
If you could now select where you think the centre of the ball should be, please now talk us through your decision.
Okay, yeah. So I've decided to pick this position because I believe that this player in white is an attacker and the player in burgundy is a defender, goal side. I believe that the ball is coming down into the attacker's path, and he's trying to shield the ball and hold off the defender to touch it down and potentially lay it off to an opponent. Looking at the attacker's eyes, he's looking up towards somewhere in the distance. However, the defender is looking relatively level, judging from the eyes. So I believe that the ball is in and around this area. There was no ability to be able to see what any of the spectators were looking at. So I've gone with the attacker and the defender.
You can now click confirm, and we'll come back to you for the panel decision at the end. Next, it's Nigel Hicks.
Good morning, my name's Nigel Hicks. I'm a football referee, currently referee on Supply League status. I've been referee for about 30 years now.
If you could now select where you think the centre of the ball should be. Thanks, Nigel. Please now talk us through your decision.
Well, I'm looking at the eye line of both players. The defender in the maroon shirts is standing to the left in the photo. Is looking over the head of the attacker in the white shirt, and judging from that eye line, crossing it against the eye line of the attacker who's looking higher up, so a different angle. The intersection of those two lines is just where I've put that cross. So I believe they're watching that ball come in at that point from there.
You can now click confirm, and we'll come back to you for the panel decision at the end. Judges, please could you now all come to a panel decision? For your information, the larger white cross is the calculated average of the 6 individual selections.
Well, morning everybody. Yes, I think we've got 2 players in shot. I personally believe that it's possibly from a corner, the way they're set up next to the goal. 2 players, I think the player in white may well be the attacker, and the player in sort of purple behind the defender. Just the way the player in white set up, I think he just was, personally in my view, was going to flick the ball on. If we put some lines in from their eyes, I mean, this guy here, the guy in white, I think we've got a really good view of his eye with lots of white underneath the pupil. So I personally think he's looking a little bit steeper. But let's put the parameters in, so to speak. And we'll go for the purple player. I think, again, we've got a good view of him looking across the pitch. So there we have the parameters. Nigel, you're a bit further away than all of us.
Yeah.
And what's your thinking behind?
Well, I think it was partly in the body setup as well. For the ball to be that much closer, it looked as though they're preparing themselves for the arrival of the ball, but that not that it's directly on top of them almost. So that was my thinking of it being a bit further away. Yeah,
well, I mean, what do you think to the magnifying? I mean, if I magnify the white player's eyes, he's got this sort of white underneath the pupil.
I do think I've probably gone low there. He looks as though he's looking higher.
I mean, Ala, you're on the opposite side.
Yeah.
What's your thinking?
Yeah, no. When you look at the play on the left, I think we roughly agree he's looking, towards, this direction.
Yeah.
But the play on the right-hand side, as you mentioned, you can see the white of the pupil. So, and that's, therefore I thought he was looking quite steeply. That's why I came, closer to him.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Andy, you're the highest.
Hi, Matt. All right. Again, pretty much. Can you hear me, Matt?
Yes. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah. In my opinion, here, I don't think there's much in it. But again, as you said, the guy in the white, I feel the ball's dropping into him. He's looking quite steep. In regard to 3-4 of you others, I can't see a lot in it myself. And again, regarding the guy in maroon just behind him, his eye line gave me that particular angle and height.
Yeah.
My thinking.
Yeah. Okay, Rafael. I mean, you're in line with really most of us. I mean, on that line up, you're a little bit steeper. You're in line with me, and a little bit less. Not quite as steep as Alain and Kieran. I mean, Kieran, you're the next sort of steepest from this. Looking at the player in white, what's your thoughts?
Well, I thought this was a throw-in rather than a corner. I thought because looking where the goal is, the players are a bit further away from the goal.
Yeah.
And there was nobody behind them. And I thought, therefore, the ball is perhaps as a throw-in, not coming quite as fast as maybe a normal cross from a corner. So I thought it was perhaps looping in. And I agree with you, looking at the player in white, his eye line is looking quite steeply upwards.
Yeah.
I felt his body position was such that I did first think he might look to flick it on, but I think perhaps he's backing into the defender to try and get control of the ball rather than flicking it on. It doesn't look as though his body position doesn't look as though he's set to jump to do the flick on. That's why I thought that. But other than that, I agree with what you've been saying. So,
I mean, looking at it, I mean, as I said, Nigel's quite a way away. If we just see what it's like without Nigel in it, and as you see, it pulls the centre of the ball really in the middle of everybody else's. If we put Nigel back in, it sort of brings it out nearer to mine and to the right of Kieran and above Rafael. So, I mean, what do you think about that, Nigel? If we took you out, do you think that's fair? I mean, looking at where you've put the centre of the ball, which is out here, if I highlight it with a round, to my mind, it looks like it's just not that far away because of the steepness of the look of the white player.
Yes, I think I probably underestimated the steepness of the white player there, so
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with that.
You're happy for me if I take you out and then see where that shifts? I mean, how does anyone else feel about that?
certainly better for me. I think the player is looking, as Alan said, looking quite steeply upwards. So that's certainly a better position for me.
Yeah. If I hide the lines and then just put the ring round or magnify around the centre of the ball, to my mind that looks much better. So, gentlemen, you're happy with this selection here?
Yeah,
I'm personally happy with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy as well, Matt.
Good. Andy?
Yes, that's good for me, Matt. Thank
Okay.
you.
I'll put the lines back on. And how does that look?
Yeah, that looks good to me.
Happy with that?
That's fine, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, judges. If you're all happy with this decision, Matt, please can you click submit? Thanks, judges. The selected coordinates are 1914710. These coordinates will now be passed to Wilkins Kennedy to calculate the winner of the competition, and they will then inform best of the best. That concludes the judging process. Thank you.